Hello, everybody. Let's talk. Okay, today I'm going to probably upset a few of my wonderful listeners, but remember that all the things I talk about are my personal views and not necessarily the views of the general public, obviously. So, Super Bowl! Woo! Right, everybody's ready for the big game, right? Except I don't. I haven't for years, as a matter of fact. Don't know if anybody else remembers, but a few years ago, it was discovered that just like everything else, your Super Bowl is rigged. It's not, nobody is understanding, I guess, the fact that the NFL decided long before this season ended that the teams were going to be, the teams Seattle and New England were going to be the ones in the Super Bowl. They already knew that. They already know who's going to win the Super Bowl. They mask it under the, it's about as real as, WWE, okay? It's rigged. And now, just to irritate and piss off the general populace, the majority who voted Donald Trump into office, for no other reason than to piss those people off, they have decided to have an anti-Trump halftime show, an anti-America halftime show, and an anti-America pregame show. Will I be watching the Super Bowl? No. Will I be watching the halftime show? No. Will I be watching, the other halftime show? Oh, yeah, there's probably a good chance that I'll be watching Turning Point USA's halftime alternative. Because it's pro-America, and I am pro-American. Now, for those of you who would like a little insight on who's going to win the Super Bowl, do a little research, find out what colors they're going to be flying on the Super Bowl banners. The colors will indicate the winner at the end of the game. There's a reason Detroit has never made it to the Super Bowl. It's all about the money, 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 money. Right? Somebody out there is paying somebody. Somebody's palm is getting greased, and your Super Bowl is rigged. Somebody's getting money, and Detroit is not paying enough to get into the Super Bowl. Detroit is not paying enough to become a Super Bowl champion. So, somebody out there is getting lots of money. So if you want to really blow it open, then, do your research, and you could win a bunch of money by betting on the colors. It'll tell you who's going to win. I'll tell you who's going to lose in the long term of things, and that is the NFL. They're already a joke. They've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in revenue, probably even millions of dollars of revenue, but hundreds of thousands of viewership, fans they've lost. Why have they lost? Because, like me, they figured it out. It's rigged. Why continue to cheer on your favorite team, woohoo, when they don't have a chance unless they pay the money? Now, of course, I'm going to get all kinds of feedback. Good, I want it. I love feedback. The more you all comment, the more my video goes out there. The more you share my video, the more my video goes out there. So comment, like, whatever you got to do. Feel free. It helps me. No, it doesn't help me get money. It just helps me get out there. I'm not making any money for this. I've got no sponsorships. I've got no, I'm not making money because I wear this hat. I'm not making money because I wear certain shirts. No. I might be getting a bigger viewership, and that I'm always in favor of, because I believe I'm spreading the truth. And speaking of the truth, Super Bowl Sunday, I strongly recommend Turning Point USA's halftime alternative. Kid Rock, my man, going to be leading the show. There are others that are going to be on the ticket that I am definitely a big fan of. Tom McDonald, as far as I know, is not one of them. And neither is Chris Webby or Struggle Jennings or Adam Calhoun. These are my preferred, but I'm still going to try and watch that show because it's America, pro-America. Now, as far as the snow that is infiltrating our wonderful country, those of you who are, oh my goodness, the snow is so terrible in our state, and we live in Tennessee or Kentucky or, the Carolinas, I got something to say. That's my neighbor's fence. That's a 6-foot fence. 6-foot seclusion fence, and that snow goes all the way, halfway up it. See? Lots and lots and lots of snow. And we drive in this. This is normal for us. So those of you who are whining, complaining about the snow, congratulations on having a taste, snack time of what Michigan, especially northern Michigan where I'm at, or the UP where I love to visit, is going through, because, we have a lot more snow than you. Super Bowl Sunday, I strongly advise again, Turning Point USA. Nope, not getting any revenue for advertising that. And yes, I honestly believe the NFL is as rigged as the WWE. As the WWE always has been. It's entertainment, but it doesn't pretend to be anything but entertainment. They're actors. John Cena, Triple H, all my faves, they're actors. Playing parts. So are your favorite teams. They just don't know they're acting. And how they make sure that it stays that way is through the referees, and, all of that. The sportscasters, everybody. I mean, after all, you notice that the Super Bowl is always on mainstream, right? That's because mainstream media owns the rights to lie, cheat, and steal. And we all fall for it. Love to all. I'll talk to you tomorrow.